Man, so we got another G63 in the house. If you know me, you know that I do not like to wrap these. It looks nice when you finish, but they are super, super hard work. Everybody says that, why are they so difficult when all it is a giant box? If you actually pay attention to these things, they're not easy. There's a lot going on, way more than any other vehicle. I can still make it happen, but it's definitely not easy, a lot more work. I could probably wrap 3 regular cars in the same amount of time. Starting off at the front, so I wanna show you why is this so difficult. Bumper looks simple, but there's actually a few different things going on. Apart from this giant thing in the way, these lines, you may be able to see them up here. That's where they throw you off because of that little 90-degree hit that it has right here. So that right there just makes it tricky. It may look simple, but it will deceive you. Going up above that, most cars don't even have this piece right here. And this piece is like super deep. Try to wrap it in one piece, you gotta stretch it in there. That is difficult. Then this one's not as crazy, but it is still trickier because you gotta push the material into these edges here, and that there is what will throw you off and can make the material shrink back. Lots of places where the material can fail. Going up to the fenders. So this fender here is not anything like most other fenders you'll see. Most fenders are just on the side, good and quick, but not this one. This one has a big old 90-degree flip right here, and it is difficult to lay. So either one side goes smooth and not the other. It also has this right here. They said it's a flat box. There's a lot going on there. And to finish that off, you gotta get this piece. We normally take this off, but wrapping this piece, even by itself, off the car is not an easy task. I normally do it with 2 or 3 people to make this happen and make it happen good and clean. It also takes a lot of material because you got to get a piece from up here all the way to the bottom. So if you mess up, get some dirt in there, because the chances of you getting dirt are pretty high because of this bottom piece. That's a lot of material wasted. This is where a lot of people have issues. As a matter of fact, on our classes, I'm actually teaching people how to wrap these in our advanced class because of how tricky they are. Moving on to the next piece. This car has like a giant side. This one piece here, this one is connected all the way to the back of the car. It literally goes all the way to the back. One giant piece, and it doesn't stop. It goes all the way to the back. It literally continues, and that's what makes this very, very tricky. All the way back here. So you see how far it goes? And this side is not easy at all. I literally gotta sit, relax, take my time because I don't want to mess up such a giant piece. So the side is nothing flat like what most people think. There's so many lines here. All these little lines will throw you off. It makes the material kind of want to go different ways. So the more you continue wrapping, the harder it gets. So I tell most people at the top is going to be the easiest. As you go down, it's going to get more and more difficult. And these things right here is what throws it off. See this up here? These things right here are what makes it super difficult. Also, can you wrap that? Yes, maybe, but the chances of you or this thing failing after you wrap it are super high. So one of the other options is to take this off, powder coat it so it never fails. But what does that mean? It means we gotta take the entire door off.
Them don't come off. We're not gonna take them off. They can come off, but it ain't working. So we're gonna leave them the end.
Also, is that the gaps on here are so big. Like, to cover all the white on this is gonna be very difficult because, by the way, we're wrapping this thing satin black. So completely opposite color, that's gonna be difficult right there. Let's go to the back. So check this piece out. So when I do this right here, this is where I struggle. This is probably like the hardest piece on this car after the back bumper. I think the back bumper is probably the hardest because of the crazy shape it has. It does have a full 90-degree, but as you saw in the very front bumper, it also has these things. So we do have to maybe do some seams here to make this happen. A lot going on back here. Oh man, lots and lots of talking, and that's because this thing is so difficult. There's so much going on. I could continue. I just saw this right here. These hinges on the back, that's a whole nother thing. For us to be able to wrap this is not an easy task, but you can also choose to powder coat them like we might, but that means we gotta take this off, and do you really wanna do that?
We're not gonna take them off. They can come off, but it ain't working, so we're gonna leave them.
Oh yeah. So one more thing, when it comes to these windows, if you notice, since it's white, a lot of stuff on this G-Wagon. Yeah. Looking forward to this one and seeing how it goes. Got my boy Jose on the way, and when he gets here, we're gonna decide what's gonna be taken off of this one. I'm hoping that he takes off the doors, but we're gonna see what he says.
The primary issue we have here is this is our bracket that holds this in place, and we have another one down there. There is adjustment in these bolts and these bolts. If I take these off, this is gonna throw it off whack. It can be realigned, but the chances of us realigning that correctly on the first go are very slim. It's safer overall to just leave them as they are.
Yeah.
I took that support out from the bottom, and this is typically what holds your door to stay or not swing open all the way. So taking that support out gives you the ability to get in there, and now you can work.
That should be cool. Being able to open the door that wide should allow me to take care of it. That's a lot. That's a lot. I even forgot the roof. Yeah, that's not gonna be easy. My boy Kenny says he's gonna wrap this whole thing by himself.
Like
So he got me. My car is finally getting this wrap removed. So I decided that I'm gonna take off the wrap because it's time for a new color. But before I do that, I have decided to use my car for the classes. I hope that they don't scratch my car like crazy. I'm gonna use it for an advanced class, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna take off the wrap starting today. I got this idea to show the advanced class how to wrap chromes. I'm gonna put them to wrap chrome on my car. The only thing I'm kind of scared of, some people know about this, is that when I wrap my car, I actually messed up my bumper. So when I was wrapping it, or actually removing my old wrap, I left the heat lamp sitting on my front bumper, and then it started melting my paint. So I ended up having to respray this bumper. I think we repainted it, so it has fresh paint on there. You're not supposed to wrap over fresh paint, and that's exactly what I did. Literally wrapped it the same day they painted. If I take off the wrap from this bumper, good chance that my paint's gonna be ruined. I'm gonna find that out today. This thing has been through a lot, but it's still holding up good. It's time for something different. I was kind of thinking about getting rid of the car, but for now, we're gonna use it for the classes. I don't wanna mess up the paint. You see how clean that's coming off? In my opinion, this is the best chrome out there right now. This and Avery Dennison. This is hexis chrome right here. It has the cleanest finish. Mine doesn't look so clean because obviously I didn't take care of my car. Even though I didn't take care of it, see how clean it's coming off. Like, my paint is still really smooth when I touch it. No glue on here. And the temperature here in the shop is too cold to be even removing this, and it's still coming out nice. So I am surprised. It is crazy. For chrome to do that, that's a whole nother level. Time to say goodbye. Look at that. Boys got that Louis belt, turquoise chrome belt. Crazy because I just started peeling this and I barely let a little bit out and it already smells like fresh paint. I literally picked it up from the paint shop and wrapped it the same day. It was a little weird. No. My paint. That there is what I was scared of, but the chances of it happening are so high because just peeling off the wrap literally makes it smell like paint. So yeah, we got a whole layer of paint right there. Look at that. Oh, the edge. The worst spot. try again. Yeah, that's my fault because I ended up wrapping it as soon as I painted it. That's what happens when you're not patient. Oh well, I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down, use it for one of the glasses, and repaint it some other day. What's going on back here, man? Getting taught by Kenny. Yep. He showed me how to do it. He did the other side first.
I'll certify him. Yep. I did it in 2 pieces. So I put a seam right here and then I wrapped over it.
No, that is not how you